Is religion real? The answer is no, it's not. It's man-made. Do you think that Christ really cared to open up churches to worship him or to worship his father? Or any God has turned around ever and said, make a church so you can actually come close to me? No. The God is always within. You don't need to go to a church. You don't need to actually pay your money to all these priests. To do what? What are they really doing? They're serving an organization. It's like going to pay your Telstra bills, or you go to pay your Optus bills, or any other bills. We go pay bills. We pay money. They're organizations. They are not from God. They're not from Christ. You think Buddha wanted any temples? No, that's all man-made. All religion is man-made. Christ was a rebel. Christ had a purpose, and he was crucified for that. That's what they used to do back then. He served his purpose. He honored himself. How do you honor yourself? By being Muslim and your head up and down 55 times, smashing your head on the ground. That's not religion. This is rubbish. This is indoctrination. You've been brainwashed. God is always within. You don't need to go to those temples. You don't need to go and visit them as a museum, just something which was made. Absolutely. Where can you find God? The best place to find God is in nature. Really. Where do you want to sit down and meditate? Between four walls or between four trees? Where do you find more energy? Between four walls or between four trees? Everything in nature is holistic. Religion is man-made, it's conventional. It's pointing one direction through a system. You have to follow the system, and if you follow the system, then God may save you. If you don't follow the system, that it is made by a book which was interpreted in a certain way, and it was written in a certain way by some God knows what, then what are you doing in life? What are you doing in life? Where are you going to get? Unless you serve, unless you're a slave. This is slavery. This is not praying to God. This is slavery. You learn from young to be slaves, to pay and pay and pay and pay the money and give your money to those governments. Like, seriously, I have to pay money? I have to pay money to live? Why don't you pay money for me to live? Like, there's some crazy things that are going on this planet. And we need to understand that the word of God has nothing to do with all this. All these programs that we're running our lives by are not God's, are man's. And you need to understand that. You need to learn that love has truth, has service, has trust, and has peace and unity. If a Muslim and a Christian have issues, then where is the unity? Where is the peace? There's been a separation, there's been a division, one country against another country, my borders and your borders, my religion and your religion. It's all separation. Yes, we live in a duality. Yes, we live in a place where there is good and bad. Only because we have to learn how to dissolve it and unite it. Not to say I am only good, or to say I am only bad, or to say you are bad. Oh, what do you think you are? That's all separation. Nobody's bad and nobody's good. Do you hear that? Nobody's good and nobody's bad. We are both. And we need to integrate them into one. Eventually, that one will become white, will become light. But by embracing it, the darkness, not by putting it on the side. If you put on the side, it will come after you. And that's what it does. You cannot neglect your darkness. You have to learn from it because it holds lots of mysteries and lots of magic. Learn from your darkness. Learn what exactly it is to be a human being, not a human doing. Stop doing. Just be. Connect with each other. Connect with love. Connect with nature. Connect with God. You don't need any middlemen to do this for you. You can do it yourselves through love, through your community, through co-creation, cooperation. That's what you do. What's all these systems in place? What for? All these taxes. What for? What for? So you can actually get what? Free? No. It's slavery methods. You are a slave unless you think that by having a Porsche or a big house, you're not a slave, right? You are a slave. Just you dress better. And just you have a nicer car. And just you have a nicer car, which of course makes your life much better. But still, you are a slave because you're not united, you're not joyful. I know many millionaires suffer. The more you make, the harder it is. And I know that. And someone tried to say, oh, you make so much money, you can do so much with your money, and you can help the whole world. If all these millionaires and billionaires were able, and they were actually putting 10% of what they're making to the whole world, there would have been no problem. But why it is not happening? Why it is not happening? Why all these millionaires that they have made so much money and they're so happy about themselves, having those jets and those Ferraris, are not saving the world? They're saving themselves, which actually is not saving. It's actually hurting themselves because they keep trying to make more and more money. The pressure, the stress to be able to make more, to control your life, to control other lives. That's not God. Yes, you are an expression of God. Yes, God is within. But learn how to live as a God yourselves. Not from the ego, not from the connection that you think you have through your righteousness, your self-righteousness, through your narcissistic traits that I am something. You are nothing. In this life, you are nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't care how much money you have made. You are absolutely nothing. If you want to become something, you have to make sure that everybody becomes something. If they don't become something, if there is still one human being suffering on this planet, you are nothing. If one human being is suffering, you are nothing. Because we are all connected anyway. So one person suffering brings a domino effect in everybody else. So stop trying to look after yourselves only, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I wish everybody can look after their own selves and we say it works. No, it doesn't work. First of all, yourself is not here. It's up there, right? Here you have a body, you have a brain, and you have a physical expression. And of course the soul, which carries some of the karma, who knows so many things about yourself, but still, you are not all that. You are a self. You are one self, always connected with a creator, always connected with every other creation, with infinite peace and strength. What are you doing with your strength? What are you doing with your peace? How are you helping the next generations, the new babies, the new children who are coming here to live the lives of your suffering? Because you have not done it. You have not gone hard to learn how to be a human being. You are only a human doing. Start living. Start living. The Creator will always grant every wish when you are in alignment. Start living. Allow the Satori, the Christ consciousness, allow what you really are, because you are that. You are all that. Allow them to come to your life. Allow your greatness to come up from within and down from above, and unite who you really are with what is this. Then, and only then, when you do serve the world with this beautiful, beautiful light that you have within you, because you do, when you serve everybody out there, then as you help the others, then you will receive everything. Keep that in mind.